Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. This one will be fair caught. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And he lobs it deep down the middle. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
How about that? First play of the game in a playoff game, you take a shot downfield and you hit it for big yards. Now you got some momentum here early in the game.
They'll try to run for the first down. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. You know,
we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch, but none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to pass. It's Sorsby. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. The kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Second down after that completion. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Breaking free at the 35. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
To the air, it's Jennings. Trying to extend the play. Using his legs here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Going to try to use his legs here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Running out of time in the pocket. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much of a return, but the pick ends a scoring threat and sets the offense up to the 33.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Receiver makes the grab, and he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Toss play to the running back going left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts one deep over the middle. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
The pocket breaking down. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Moves left out of the pocket. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. First down and 10. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And it's caught. Touchdown, SMU.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crossing the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple of blockers, and you get big.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Boy, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Looks like the Bearcats will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a first down.
Well, it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to 4th down and long. They got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field, make them pay.
It's a fumble. The defense recovers the fumble.
Man, Chris, we could hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Looking to throw. It's Jennings. Under heavy pressure, takes a shot as he throws the ball. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Inside the 25. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The SMU offense is back out on the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the Mustangs look to keep this drive moving.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
That run moves the ball across the 40.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's Jennings. He's escaping the pocket now. He'll take a deep shot here. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Getting set. Here's second down. Using his legs, it's Price. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
First down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. The Mustangs lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Chris, it's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
He's going to take off. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Ponies. Now the all-important extra point. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The Bearcats will crank up the tempo. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Penalty makes it first down and 20. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there, and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Makes a quick catch. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Bearcats.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. First down play here. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. And he lofts it deep over the middle. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Refusing to be brought down. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Defense is coming after him. And the pass is incomplete.
Oh, man. For him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? Past the 50, across the 40, at the 20, the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the point after is right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick this away to get the second half going. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackled, but forced down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They'll run it from the gun. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. They'll hand it off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
A pre-snap motion from the offense. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, SMU. And they go in front here in the second half. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out, it's Anderson. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Get some space around the 30. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Bearcats come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And then first down, they go right back to him. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Bearcats come to the line, start a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Ball handed off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Direct snap to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Looks like the Bearcats will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Tries the right with a quick throw. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. And there's the handoff. The gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, he's likely going to go over the century mark.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. Oh, and he very nearly threw a 4th interception today. He's going to set up 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
You missed it. Field goal, no good. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Throws to the tight end. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point is up and good, and we're now tied here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They'll run it here. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, often
The 38.
it's a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. To throw, it's Jennings. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
1st and goal. The offense with an opportunity for a go-ahead score here in the final minutes. The back's got it. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Touchdown, Ponies. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Looking to scramble. Looking for the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Hey, positive yards here. 4th quarter trailing really close to the 2-minute mark here. But I love the fact he's able to get out of bounds, preserve that clock. Let's see if they can take some shots downfield to get points on the board.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening that. Spot the ball to 22. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Bringing pressure. There's contact on the throw. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the 4th quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Well, Chris, this is exactly what they needed to do. Put a touchdown up on the board. They pull within one in a playoff game. And now it's decision time. Do you tie the game up or potentially take the lead?
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end. Back. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
These are the moments you prepare for every week in practice. One final drive late in the game. Extending the play now. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Boy, this young man is doing everything he can to keep his team in this game, and this play checks all the boxes. Need a first down? Check. Get out of bounds and stop the clock? Check. Avoid himself getting a big hit? That's a big check.
Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line. And the Mustangs with 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. And the defense takes a timeout to stop the clock with 28 seconds remaining. The Mustangs are in the red zone. And now the running backs got it again.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And the defense will spend a timeout here, stopping the clock with 21 seconds remaining. 1st and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. Touchdown, Mustangs. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense would not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. The pass is intercepted.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Of course, in the playoffs, is survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Curb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.